Hi guys, Fog of Gaming here and welcome to the BREN in Battlefield 5. Today I will show you everything that you need to know to dominate the scoreboard with this support class weapon. The BREN is a light machine gun designed and produced by Britain in 1935. It was the primary infantry LMG in World War II. Let's start with the stats so that you can see what this gun can do. The BREN has the lowest rate of fire among the LMGs with 515 rounds per minute. The bullet velocity of the BREN is 740 meters per second, but this can be improved with a specialization, but more on that later. The maximum damage that the BREN can cause is 25.1 damage points. This is at 0 meters, but the damage will decrease as the distance gets bigger. The damage drop is not that big for this weapon, and you can still deal 25 damage points at 9 meters. Once it reaches 50 meters, the damage will drop down to 20. Shooting enemies at 75 meters and beyond will result in 18.5 damage points. This is the lowest damage that you can cause with the BREN gun. All of this means that you will need 4 bullets to kill an enemy from 0 to 9 meters. After 9 meters, you will need 5 bullets to kill, and that is valid up to 50 meters, because after 50 meters you will need 6 bullets to kill. The time it takes to kill an enemy at 0 meters is 0.35 seconds. There won't be much change until it reaches 9 meters of course, and at 50 meters for example, you will have a time to kill of 0.583 seconds, and at 75 meters you will need 0.685 seconds to kill, and this is actually pretty long compared to the other machine guns. The BREN gun has a magazine size of 30, and that's okay for an LMG. It will allow you to kill multiple enemies without having to reload too often. But when you do need to reload, keep in mind that the time it takes to reload an empty magazine is different from reloading a magazine that still has some ammo in it. It takes 3.7 seconds to reload an empty magazine and 2.5 seconds if the magazine still has 1 or more bullets left. This means that there is a difference of 1.2 seconds, so imagine that every time that you do an empty reload, you'll be wasting 3 kills. So make sure that you keep that in mind and reload when you still have some ammo left in your magazine. This will save you a lot of time on the battlefield. The time it takes to deploy the BREN gun is 1.1 second, and this is a little bit longer than most weapons. But this deploy time can be reduced with specializations, more on that in a second. The bullet drop of the BREN is pretty standard, with 12 meters per second squared. The most obvious disadvantage with the BREN gun, and I think you already know this, is the huge magazine that blocks your view. It's incredibly annoying and it makes it a lot more difficult to spot or track your target. This is something that you will have to accept when you play with the BREN. Now let's proceed to the specializations of this weapon so you can see what I chose. First, I picked ported barrel to reduce some of the horizontal recoil rather than the quick reload. The 15% faster reload time can be useful for some, but the weapon is definitely easier to control with ported barrel. Next, I chose the barrel bedding to improve the accuracy when stationary. To be honest, I was forced to pick barrel bedding over the recoil buffer because I wanted to have the faster ADS time that comes with the turret specialization. In a perfect world, I would have chosen for the recoil buffer, but I didn't see the need for the slings and swivels. This is the third one on the left, so I went for the second and third combination on the right hand side. Quick aim is a great upgrade to this weapon because you will be able to aim down sights 33% faster. Personally, and I think this is also applicable to most other players, most of my kills are made when using ADS, and that is why it's so important to improve the ADS time. For the last specialization, I chose high velocity bullets. It gives you a 10% faster bullet. This will help you with shooting at distant enemies, but to be honest, this upgrade isn't that important. The other option is the improved bipod, which increases the accuracy when using this bipod, but most of the time you won't be using this bipod, so it's kind of pointless. If you adjust your playstyle to the BREN, then you will almost never use the bipod, so that is why I chose for high velocity bullets. I'm sure that you have noticed that I started making a lot of these weapon guides. If you have a weapon that you want me to cover first, then let me know in the comments and I will see what I can do. Majority vote of course. This is everything that you need to know about the BREN in Battlefield 5. If you think that this video is worthy, would you mind leaving a like and maybe even write a comment? It would help me out a lot. This was Fog of Gaming, thanks for watching and I will see you on the battlefield.